friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm KARINAJOELLE if you're new here. If you're not new here, you know I'm KARINAJOELLE and I haven't uploaded in a week. I'm sorry, okay? Stop yelling at me. Stop. I'm sorry. I didn't upload last week. I wasn't feeling well. It was that time of the month for me. My back's hurting. My back hurts right now actually. But I just didn't upload. But it is a new week and we shall upload again. So school is approaching. I believe it's back to school time for you schoolins, you schoolers, your school goers. Is that what they say? You school attendees. So I thought I would break down my ride or die, things I would repurchase, products from the drugstore. And I'm not talking Ulta drugstore section, because when you're at Ulta you can walk on over to the high-end expensive stuff. I'm talking going to CVS and going to Target, because I want to be honest with you, I go there more than I go to Ulta. I also don't live close to an Ulta, so that's that on that. That's the that on that. My ride or die drugstore products, things I would repurchase again, things that are affordable, that you can buy on your back to school budget. Does that make sense? Do you understand where I'm getting these things? Let's get into it. I have a whole lot of things on my desk. I just made a big mess with all these products, so let's get into it. Let's talk about some products. I have 3 primers that I want to tell you guys about. So the first one is one that I don't have in front of me. It is the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Minimizer. I used to use that religiously for primer. It's like a gel texture. It's pretty similar in texture to like this Smashbox, where it's like a gel silicone. And I used to use that all the time, and I don't know why I stopped. I think I stopped using like slippy foundations because it would break up around my nose, but I did really use that. I used that for such a long time and I really liked it. e.l.f. has a lot of incredible foundation options. They have hydrating, they have pore minimizing, they have so many options, and these great bottles like this. It's really nice. So this is just like the Baby Skin Maybelline one. It's like a silicone, and that's why I don't use it anymore, but it's really nice, and what did make your skin feel really good. It makes your skin feel nice and soft, it makes your skin feel loved, and I do suggest that. Like, I would go repurchase that. This was a great primer. I would suggest this, and I would suggest just going to check out the e.l.f. line, because they do have so many options to suit everybody's skin needs. So your skin needs different things than my skin needs, so go check out and see if they have what your skin needs. So the last of the primers that I want to tell you guys about is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm going to show you something. I obviously hate this product and I never use it. If you watch my videos, you know this is kind of just the primer that I use on the daily. I really like this primer. I like the way when you put it on the skin, it makes your skin feel. It's not thick at all, which I'm a big fan of not a thick primer. You put it on and your skin just feels like it's ready to go. Your pores go bye-bye, no more pores. It's just a nice primer. People compare this, I think, to the, what is it, the 𝚁𝙀𝙳𝚃? I don't know about that. I don't have money to even go try the 𝚁𝙀𝙳, but I just really like this primer. I have dry skin and it doesn't dry out my skin at all. It doesn't like accentuate any dry spots. It just preps your skin in a way where it's ready for some foundation. And I do suggest this. This is like $6. Like, come on, come on, come on. So yes, I do highly suggest this, and I'm gonna need to go pick me up one. One foundation that I used to love was the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. It's the foundation with the face of the little girl on it. I'll put a picture up of it. It was such a nice, like low to medium coverage foundation that just made your skin look really nice. It was not matte at all. I'd say it would be like dewy, more on the dewy side. It was just so nice, and Wet n Wild is so affordable. My only issues with it was that it has a little cushion in there. It's a cushion foundation. I feel like it soaked up so much of the product, which tends to be really annoying. So you would go through it quickly. But for that price point, it's not the end of the world. It was a really nice foundation. I really enjoyed it. I would use it in summer when I needed like something nice for your skin where my skin wouldn't feel like a cake. So I really, really like that foundation. And I should honestly go pick that up again because I really did love that foundation. It was great. I would suggest checking it out, and it's Wet n Wild, so it's so affordable. So the next foundation would be the the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and then there's a sister one, the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Skin. I had the Dewy one, I don't know where it is. These were the only foundation I used for like the longest time. I would use the matte and poreless for such a long time until I realized that I was not a matte and poreless girl. I had dry skin, I didn't want to be matte anymore. So when I switched to the dewy one, I really, really liked it. I just thought it looked so good on my skin. It's a little bit, it's just nice that they have like both options for you. So if you know your shade in one, you're gonna know your shade in the other. So it just has both options, and I know so many people swear by this. Like, you can't go wrong with this foundation. The next foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. It's the, I think it came out last summer. It's like $14. It's a really nice foundation. It's just a bit more like matte than I like, so I stopped using it. I really thought I liked it. I really liked it, but I had to stop using it because it kind of just accentuated my dry spots, but it was a really nice foundation. But my favorite foundation of all time, and the foundation until I find something else, and I probably will not try another foundation again, thanks to ABH, is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. They have a Pro Matte, I believe, but this is the Pro Glow, and I love this foundation. I'm a dry skin lady, and this goes on so beautifully. It looks so nice on the skin. It's so, like, I've powdered and I don't have any highlight on right now, and you can just see how like my skin's just glowy, and not in a like, oh girl, you're sweaty way. I wear this to work. I wear it all day. I worked like 10 hours yesterday, and my skin looked great when I came home. The only thing that messes up my makeup is like when I rub my eyes. I'm an eye rubber, I don't know about you guys. But I love this foundation. If you have dry skin like me, I really suggest checking this out. I love the way it looks on. I live in Van Nuys, and it's so freaking hot in the valley, and this stays excellently, and I could not suggest this more. I believe it's only like $14, which is a bit high for the drugstore. Drugstore prices have been getting up there, but I would suggest checking this out if you have dry skin like me. Concealer, I only have 2 recommendations for you. If you have oily skin or you're okay with a dry concealer, sorry, mine's gross, check out the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is such a full coverage concealer. It's only like under $8. It's such a great concealer. It's just too dry for me. I have dry skin, so a dry concealer, I tried to fall in love with it. I tried to love it so much, and I used it for a really long time, but it's just too dry for my eyes, and that's unfortunate, and I had to stop using it, but I did really love the coverage. Just, you know, too dry for me. The next concealer I have to suggest is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. You know, it's the one with a little sponge on the top. Here's a picture. That is such a great concealer. I've been using a NARS concealer. I know. But if I wasn't using my NARS, I would definitely be using that concealer. It's so good. The coverage is fantastic, and you can't beat that price. It's so good. It's so creamy, so it's not very matte at all, which I love. It's just a great concealer. So the only powder I have to tell you guys about is the powder that everybody knows about. The Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This is just a great powder. You get so much. How many ounces in this? You get so much powder in here. It's so much powder. Like, literally, I have not bought one of these in forever, and I have a backup one. Like, there's just so much powder in here, and it's so good. It doesn't cake up. It's so thin, and it's so nice, and it makes your skin look flawless. For blushes, I would say I would definitely check out the Wet n Wild blushes. They have like those small pan like blushes that are, there's so many options and so many color ranges. They're also stunning, and for like probably under $4. They're so affordable. I don't know how they stay in business. Interesting. They just have such great blushes for such a great blush price. Under $5. Great, fantastic. So many different shades for all different skin types and all your blush needs. Do you want to be pink? Do you want to be a little coral? Do you want to just like a light wash of color? Anything you need. So the next blush is the blush that everybody knows about this blush. It's such a great blush. It's the Milani Luminoso blush. Just a little baked blush. It's so stunning. The way it goes, you can't even see that. The way it goes on your skin with that like pinky, corally combination on your skin, it literally just like lights up your skin. It does have like a sheen to it, like a glittery sheen, but not too much. It really just like wakes up your skin and it looks amazing. Your skin will look fantastic. It's gorgeous. Check it out. The last blush that I have to suggest is this Total Face Palette by e.l.f. Oh my gosh, you can see all my hand marks all over it. You can tell that I use this a lot. So it's the Total Face Palette. You have the 2 blush options. And I usually just swirl in between these two. So this was like $6, I think. And it's just so, these 2 blushes are so nice, and they just almost like look like you're glowing from within, but like not even that much color. It's just a nice like little like waking up your cheeks, and it looks really nice. I just really like this. I use this all the time. I think it's a great blush option if you're looking for something a little bit more subtle, but you still want to have like a little bit of a wash of pink. Does that make sense? Okay, moving on. There are 4 highlights that we need to talk about. So this is the Master Chrome, and it's just such a glowy, let's start like right here. Glowy, can you even, yeah, you can kind of tell. It's just like, oh, it's so gorgeous. I like this one for my skin tone, but they do have other options. They have like a more rosy pink one as well, and a lighter bronzy one. So I would suggest the Master Chrome. It's just such a gorgeous highlight, the way the light hits it, the way it lights up your cheek. I'm not wearing any highlight right now, I'm sorry. But this is just such an incredible highlight, and for such an affordable price, it's so stunning. And I've hit pan on this, you can tell it's well loved. So the next highlight is this one. This is the Wet n Wild, what is this? This is the Wet n Wild Highlighter Lumitrice. I don't know, crazy name. And it doesn't even look that magnificent. I mean, maybe it does. Well, all that matters is that it is. So it's like a wet texture. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. But the way it goes on, can you see that? Oh, bitch. It is so blinding, and I think it was only $5. Like, it's so blinding. It's like white with maybe shifts a little like pink. You could even layer highlight on top of that and use it as like a tacky base. It makes your highlight glow, even just putting it on itself. It's so gorgeous. I love this highlight. This is amazing, and I think it's limited time only, so you should definitely go check it out because it is the bee's knees. The next highlight is one of my favorites. This is the e.l.f. White Gold highlight. I use this, between this and the next highlighter, these are the ones I use the most. I love these. It is stunning. It's like white gold. Like that's literally the perfect description of it. Oh, you can't even tell on my wrist. Let's see, let's get a brush here. It's just, is that even a good, it's just so pretty and so glowy. I love the way it looks. It looks so good on the skin. It's so gorgeous and so affordable. Oh, that didn't. It doesn't make a sound. The last highlighter I have to tell you about is one that's been around for some time, and I really have just been sitting and wasting my life not knowing about this highlighter. I picked this up just on a whim. a whim, I tell you. And it's the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter. This is the I'm So Lit one. I tend to go for like white goldy highlights. This highlighting powder, oh my god. The first time I put it on, I was like, excuse me? Like, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And so affordable. I'm gonna put this on right now because I was going for like a matte skin look. I just can't commit to that when I have these highlighters in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to take my highlight brush, take a very small amount, and just, do you see that? Oh, do you, like literally, do you see that? It's insane how stunning this highlight is. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. And it's so affordable, and you're getting literally a lifetime worth of product. Like, you'll never run out. I'm not gonna wear a highlight today. I'm gonna have matte skin, says Karina. It just, oh. It's so stunning. It's so stunning. I love it so much. Check it out. Wet n Wild. If you go to CVS literally is always coming out with scrolls and coupons. You could get this probably for so cheap, and it's already so cheap. So let's talk about eyeshadows. Eyeshadows is kind of something they need to work on a little bit in the drugstore area, but you know, they'll work on it eventually. There are some bangers out there. Let me tell you about these bangers. So the first one I want to talk about is the Magnifies Jewel Rocks Edition eyeshadow palette. This is from Rimmel, and it is eyeshadow palette. What else? So you have kind of like you have eyes, you can see. It's a really nice eyeshadow palette. I really like these like pinks. I really like these ones right here. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. These like kind of like mustards right here are really nice. It's just, I'd say you have to like work with them. They're a little bit like less pigmented than other eyeshadows. But when you're at the drugstore and you see something like this, you're like, is it going to work? And it does work. You just have to work on building it up a bit more. But as long as you're down to put in the effort for this price point of probably like $8 to under $10, you really can't beat that because there's not enough good eyeshadows at the drugstore. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So I would check this out. It's under $10 and they're really great. And those colors are so unique for, I'm going to say drugstore, that it's really nice to see this type of range there. So the next one that I want to tell you about is one that you can only find at Targets. But the fact that you can find this brand at Target, like shaking, oh my god. Why did I just do that? This is one of my all-time favorite palettes. So this is my Bella Jordan makeup palette. This one is a bit dirty, can you tell? But I bought this online when it first launched. But you can now get this at Target. This, I think at Target it's like $15, but this is such an amazing like grungy red, pink, fantastic palette, and these shades are all amazing. Like, I use this very frequently. The pinks, the reds, these two are like my two favorite shades, Hot Sauce and Queen, but they're all so fantastic, and this black is the shit. It's such a great deep black. It's so good. These purples are great. It's such a great eyeshadow palette by an amazing queen, Bella Jordan. You should check her out because she's fantastic. And it's nice to have an actually good eyeshadow option at a place like Target. That's fantastic. It's nice to have these type of options there. The next two are two that if you follow me, which you hopefully do, hit that subscribe button while you're here. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. These two, one more than the other I will say, are the loves of my lives. I love these palettes. This is the Gilded Rouge. I'll show you that. I have a video up going over these two gorgeous. Going over these two palettes. This is the Gilded Noir. I already have a video up going over both these palettes, so I would suggest checking that out. I will have it listed down below for you for your viewing pleasure. I love these palettes, specifically in the Gilded Rouge. My favorite shadow is this shade Slow Burn. I will do a little swatch of Rooskies for you. Oh no, I need more arms. It's such a beautiful pigment red. I literally just buff that on the eye, blend it out to make its own like blend out color. Way to go, Karina. And it's so fantastic in the way it like blends out. It's so stunning. It's so easy for like a one look shadow. So the next one, as you already know, possibly if you follow me, which you should, I'm obsessed with this palette right here, the Gilded Noir. I use it for like cool tone looks, and it's my absolute favorite. The shade Lust, Entitled. It's so fantastic if you're like a cool tone gal like I've become. The shade Gasp, it's amazing. The shade Twisted, Hello, it's amazing. The shade Rocco, this gold up here, like, hi, I could do some Harry Potter themed looks right here. Stay tuned, Halloween 2019. Those palettes are fantastic. Check them out, you must, they're amazing. So quickly, let's go over some eyelashes. I don't have any of these in front of me, but I wanted to tell them to you. So some of the eyelashes that I used when I first started doing eyelashes regularly, the ones that I would swear by, I would use religiously, were the Ardell 113s. The 111s were also nice if I remember correctly, but also like the wispies, the demi wispies, and the double stacked up wispies. Ardell has such incredible eyelashes for people who are maybe just starting out. They're such a thin band and they're really easy to work with. But as you know, I kind of am only using the 𝚁𝚁𝙳𝙺 lashes right now. They're a bit more advanced, but they're still at a drugstore price. These are only $5, guys. I will have all the information listed down below. Use code KARINA10% if you want these $5 lashes. These are only online though. But as far as like drugstore lashes, those are the ones I would go for. If you're looking for a more of like a full lash, like the ones that I would wear, I wear more dramatic lashes. At Target they have the Allure brand, and yeah, Jasmine Brown eyelashes with collab with Allure in the style JB. Those are like some really nice spiky eyelashes, and those are the only ones I was wearing for a really long time. I kind of think they're like a nice like kind of dupe for the House of Lash iconic lashes. They're really nice. The only setting sprays I have to talk about is this is the one I've been currently using. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Misting Set. It's a nice setting spray, you know, it's good, it does the job. I had the Milani Make It Last. They have a matte one and a dewy one. I only had the matte one because I got the little sample size, but I really want to try the dewy one. I thought it was really nice. Both of these like set the powders really nice in your skin. I don't know really necessarily if setting sprays even work. Do concealers work? Are they both a scam? I don't know, but they both set the powders in the skin really nice, and that's kind of more what I'm looking for, to make the makeup look more cohesive, make it look like a whole thing instead of like a cakey, powdery layer. Does that make sense? Alright, so let's go over one thing. The only makeup sponge you need in the whole entire world from the drugstore is the Real Techniques makeup sponge. These are the actual SHIT. These are the best. I swear by them. They're so great. You can get a 2-pack for like $10. They're so great. I love these so much. They are the best makeup sponge I've ever used and will ever use. So that's that on that. So let's do lipsticks. So for lipsticks, I have a few here that I just want to mention. I'm just going to mention them quick. This was the love of my life for the longest time. This is the Milani shade 69. This is the Matte Beauty. And there was a point in time in my life, and I'm still this way, what am I saying? It's such a nice, like, burnt orange brown lipstick, and I would wear this literally all the effing time. Let's see, I'll give you a little swatcheroo. It's just so, there we go. It's just so nice. I really love this shade. It's such a good lipstick. It is a bit thicker of a formula. It goes on, I'd say, like a little bit thick, not as thin as like a liquid lipstick, obviously. But it's such a beautiful shade, specifically shade 69 Matte Beauty. Yeah, I love this lipstick. So by NYX we have, well, all NYX lip liners, those are just the jam. Those are the ones I swear by. I use them all the time. Those are just the best as far as drugstore goes. Wet n Wild has some really nice ones. They just break easily because they're so soft. For NYX, I'd say you need to check out their butter glosses if you're looking for a nice drugstore lip gloss. The butter gloss is the shit. Specifically, this is Fortune Cookie, and I really like, I don't have it in front of me, but the shade Praline. That's more of like a darker shade. It's probably a little bit more brown than this color. It's my favorite. I love that. That's my ride or die gloss. And I'm not that much of a glossy girl, but that is my ride or die. The NYX Soft Cream lipsticks are the best. This is the shade Stockholm. I think my personal favorite would be the shade London. They are the best. They're so nice. They're so creamy, and they just look so like soft on the lip, and they just look really nice. Similar to the soft creams by NYX is the Stay Matte liquid lip from Rimmel. This is like literally the bigger version of this, to be completely honest with you. They're the same. They feel the same on the lip, but they're so nice. I like this one because it has a larger tube, so you get a little bit more in that. But my favorite red lip, I'm not wearing it in this moment, which is stupid. It's such a beautiful, like, bright red lip. It's the Stay Satin by Rimmel. I'm like out of breath. It's the Stay Satin by Rimmel, and this is probably my favorite. Between these two formulas, the Stay Matte and Stay Satin, I would probably go more Stay Satin. Just the way this red looks on your face, on your mouth, is so... What color is this? This is Rosetto, shade Rosetto. The shade Rosetto, this is my favorite red lipstick I've ever worn. This one's nice, but this is the best in the whole entire drugstore world. Fight me about it, and let me know if there's anything else I should be checking out. But this is my favorite red lipstick. This formula is so nice, and it's so dry. It doesn't really smear, so that's really nice as far as drugstore. So before my camera dies, I wanted to do some special mentions, and I wanted to mention this Garnier Skincare. It's a balancing facial mist, green tea. It's pretty much just the Mario Badescu green tea spray, but this is from the drugstore. Yeah, so this is kind of like a similar, I'd say maybe this is more chemically than this one, but this is a good like dupe for the Mario Badescu green tea spray. They also have like a rose water spray just like Mario Badescu does as well, so if you ever wanted something like the Mario Badescu spray, but you can only go to like a CVS or a Target, I would check this one out. This is a nice alternative, but it does feel a bit more chemically on the skin, so I will say. And the last special mention, which I would literally, until I find something better than this, and I don't know if I ever will, it's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream Moisturizer. This is the best moisturizer in the whole entire freaking world. I love this moisturizer more than I love life. I love life with this moisturizer. It just makes your skin feel amazing and feel so good. It feels so soft and so beautiful. And truly, there's no other words I can say about that besides this is the shit. The end. This is all pretty much my favorite ride or die drugstore products. These are products that I love, would repurchase 100 times over, and I swear by them. Let me know if these are any of your ride or die products, and let me know what you'd like to see from me in the future. Give this video a thumbs up if you had a good time listening to me rant about all these products, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to give this a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to be nice people. Bye!